So this is King's Quest.
Yes.
I am not alone. There are people here.
Really?
No, I mean you two.
You might have to be more specific.
This is not my fault. I did not condone this.
But it's really amusing.
Yep. So, welcome to King's Quest 1, Quest for the Crown. Yeah. So, King's Quest is an adventure game, one of the early adventure games from Sierra. And here we go.
Snappa. Uh-oh.
That was the fastest death ever.
Well, thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed this video.
Yes.
So yeah, Sierra games in the early days used to just kill you. And there's lots of ways to die here.
To be fair, you walked off the bridge.
I did. It's totally my fault. I'm not going to, dispute that. But there's an awful lot of ways to die.
It's interesting that there is a palm tree right next to the castle there.
Oh, who knows why.
It's just a giant marijuana plant.
Could be.
Possibly.
So you are allowed to look at things.
I always need to be more specific.
Yeah, looking in later Sierra games, when you would type "look," it would sort of describe the area for you. But in this one, it's so early that they don't. So you just have to start look at this, look at that. And I don't do this on every screen. I just do it here, just to show it off. But you can look at lots of stuff.
Oh, those are lions.
Yeah, they're lions. Those aren't crocodiles, though. These are alligators. None
of us understand crocodiles.
They don't talk English. Greenskins.
How can they look so friendly and yet be so mean?
Yeah. Anyway, so this run we are going
unwanted visitors out.
Yeah.
They're not locked.
No, they're not locked. So for this run, we are going to be getting all of the points, the maximum number of points available, and you get one of them just by opening the doors, and you can control your speed, which is good because I would hate to walk that slow the entire time.
I remember walking that slow the whole time when I first played it, and I looked at those armored things in the hallway too.
Well,
they don't talk to them.
They don't give us points, so we're not going to bother with them.
So, I did the readings, and I've discovered that this is not a fantasy land. This is actually Sierra Leone. That's its flag on the wall back there.
Shut up.
In southwestern Africa.
That is not Sierra Leone's flag, is it? I mean, is it?
Yes, it is. This seems like a lot of reading.
I'm trying to read the text.
Long story short, we need to find a magic mirror, a magic chest, a magic shield, and then get back to the king, and then we get to be king.
Oh, well.
Ta-da.
If only it were really that easy.
Yes. If only magic was real. So he's like, get out of here, you guy.
I don't understand.
I don't understand, okay?
They're fine.
But off to a good start, 4 points already. I've streamlined the run, so I kind of go and get all the points real quick. We're going to start by raiding the garden. Yeah, gardens. Gardens are good.
Carrots.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Just one? You're only taking one?
We only get points for one.
Carrot.
Just a carrot. And then sometimes when you enter a screen, people will show up whether they're friendly or not. And if they don't show up and you want them to, you have to leave the screen and come back. So that's what I was doing there to get the elf. But we're too far away to talk to the elf, so we have to wait for him. Comes over and then... And just by talking to him, he gives us a ring that will turn us invisible. No copyright infringement there.
And then he turns invisible and or leaves extremely quickly.
He may have had a second ring. Maybe he has like 10 of them. He's just trying to give them away. So, And one of the things that you can, well, not one of the things, there's lots of things that you can find that don't help the plot at all, that just give you extra points, and one of them is this golden egg up in the tree.
This tree is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
A lot of things are. The
Tree
scale
is
of
Hazardous tree.
the scale of Sir Graham here is up for debate / questionable / non does not have any continuity.
Is it possible to fall out of the tree at this point?
Probably. I didn't want to bother. But
We'll fall out of something else later.
I mean,
Get rock.
we are going to show off some of the deaths, but not all of them. You can't get a rock.
Rock.
We could push a rock. With a
Oh,
heave
rock.
and a
Rock and
hoe, we
roll.
push the rock, but then they leave, so it's just us again. So we're going to... No, we got that? Okay, that's fine.
Oh, a dagger.
Get dagger.
Yep. You dig for a dagger, and then we come down here.
Sprinkles. Oh. Stab ogre. What?
Nope.
Why didn't you just stab the ogre?
Sometimes you just die. Sometimes something will happen and you just die. So it's really important to save and reload when you die. So save on every screen. But again, sometimes people just don't show up. So if you keep trying, eventually you can just walk through those screens without running into people. Or, in this case, the ogre.
River is frozen.
Oh, there is a delta of pebbles.
Yes.
How much is a delta?
It's 5 canoodles. So we do actually have a swim command, but if you go into the river there, it'll just kill you.
Rivers do.
Rivers do. It does say it is a very dangerous delta or something like
Look, bull.
that. Get bowl. Look.
Wait,
bowl.
I don't. Oh, Phil.
It's Phil's bowl.
Oh, it's his bowl. Okay.
Yep. So check this out. When we fill the bowl, we get 2 more points for it being full of stew.
Whoa.
But if we eat the stew, we actually lose 2 points. But then we can fill it with more stew. And then we can eat more stew.
I.
Anyway.
Wow. Okay.
No.
Yep. Look, Trey.
Oh. Walnuts.
Loaded with walnuts.
Careful, that tree's loaded.
They're very small, except they're the size of your head.
Yeah,
I haven't
walnut.
seen a lot of walnuts, but I'll take your word for it.
Get
I'll take a
walnut.
walnut.
Yeah, Christopher Walknut. Look, walnut.
Look, comma, walnut.
Seems to be a good, solid walnut. There's a lot of detail about these walnuts.
What a nut.
Oh, what a nut.
Well,
So, but if you open it, the inside of the nut is gold, of course.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wait, yeah,
Another
you only took one?
Yeah, we found the golden one right away. Oh no, the dwarf.
But
And the dwarf took our walnut.
oh.
back and get another one. Get 7. Get 12. It's loaded with walnuts.
They might not all be full of gold.
Yeah,
Anyways, we just saved and reloaded, and then when you go back
You
up,
still-
sometimes he doesn't show up.
You can still put them in the stew.
Listen, this isn't that cooking game we were playing. Don't get angry at the food.
Get pump. Get axe. Stab man.
Look how tall these people are. They're as big as we are sitting down. This is the first instance of
Fashion shaming?
Epilepsy?
scale being a little bit off. Noticeably off.
Look at their arms. They're
Yep.
so.
That's animation in
Floppy.
1985? 4? Maybe 83.
Bill.
I did not pay close enough attention to the copyright to remember what year this game was made.
87
No, it's not that late, is it?
on the first screen.
I should know, but I don't.
Oh, that is a gigantic fiddle.
Yes.
I think that's a fiddle. That's a fidola.
I think that's a cello. Play Fidola. There we go.
That's all I know.
That
Also-
is the worst fiddle playing I've ever heard.
If you walk over those holes, you die. So don't walk over the holes in the floor.
Take axe. Ah!
Nope.
I want
Leaving.
the axe.
Bye.
Use pump.
Nope.
Use pump.
Getting out of here.
Look, log! Don't look log. Avoid log!
Climb log.
I don't understand avoid.
Dialogue!
So
Yeah,
yes,
right.
looking at the stump is not the same as looking in the stump. And
Sorry.
in the stump.
A stump exposed to the air is petrified instead of rotted away.
I don't know. Look, pouch.
A pouch. Oh,
It's
yep.
made of horse canvas.
Oh,
Full of diamonds. Again, no use in the game, just extra points.
eat diamonds. Goat. Stab goat.
And here's a goat and a gate. I've been playing an awful lot of games lately that involve goats and gates.
Climb goat.
Okay.
That's a joke if you're following my other LPs. But whatever. I know you two aren't.
Stab goat.
Why do you want to stab everything, man?
Look goat. Look goat.
There's
What
no
is the
goat.
point of having a dagger if you're not going to stab everything? Everything.
So you might have seen it there. You can just type a command without pressing enter, and then like we can leave the screen and then press enter to execute the command. That's pretty handy. I mean, if you want a tip in this 30-year-old game, there's a tip. But if you notice there, when we gave the goat a carrot, we actually lost the 2 points for having the carrot. So we could go back and get another carrot, but we are not going to do that. Instead, we are going to
I
reload.
don't understand was.
So instead, what you want to do is you want to show him the carrot.
You don't have it now.
Well, no, I reloaded back when I had a carrot.
Oh, that's what the...
That's
Wiping
what that
it.
little thing is me reloading a previous save.
It's a choreography now.
That's called editing, kids. And now, because the goat is stuck to us, we don't need to close the gate.
Best friends now. Oh,
Yep.
careful, don't tread on the grass.
Apparently not, yes. So
Staff cave.
well, taking a walk with a goat.
Yep, just go... No, what? Oh.
Can't walk through the goat. Gotta walk around the goat. Nope, gotta walk. Nope, go around the goat. Here we go. All right. We did it. Got it.
Feels like 1987.
Everything's fine. And what do we need a goat for? Goats are jerks. So this is what we
Going
need a
over
goat.
troubled water.
Nope.
Oh.
Beating people up for us.
If you had an axe, you could just cut the bridge down.
But then we couldn't get across.
Oh, deal with that later.
No, we needed.
Don't understand
Bye,
why.
I don't understand. Bye. Well, here's a gnome, a tiny, hunched over gnome who is twice as tall as we are.
Yeah.
But when you talk to him, he's like, "Guess my name." Oh, and this is that old thing, right? Everyone knows that, the gnome, you have to guess his name. So it's Rumpelstiltskin, right?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, that's easy. So here we are. We're going to type it in. No, go back. No. Stick. No.
It
No.
really badly.
Go back. So I don't. Hang on.
Is your cat walking on the
No,
keyboard?
maybe. It's no. Wait, hang on. All right. No, wait. Hang on. Yeah, that's right. So I put a little thing in here to explain it, but basically, we're told to think backwards, but they want us to think backwards in order of the letters of the alphabet. So
That's terrible.
it's incredibly terrible puzzle. It's like,
Why did the first person ever do that?
well, you do get a few guesses, and if you get it wrong, you still can complete the game. But this gets us more points, so we want beans. I love that one. They look like beans. Interesting.
I don't believe you. I don't think you were interested.
Yeah, the text kind of belied the sarcasm there. Oh, great, beans. So
With clover.
clover. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking over a four-leaf clover.
A 3-leaf clover that I overlooked to be 3.
There is one of them has 4 leaves.
There is. So you have to actually be
Really
next to
don't
that.
want to.
You don't want one of the 3-leaf clovers. All right, there we go.
Strange strength.
Yep.
Ooh.
So we're gonna keep
Use it for a
going.
Kleenex.
Yeah. Over here, not here. Here is a house. Candy house.
Eat house.
We do, but hang on.
That.
Look house. It looks delicious.
Unbearably tempting.
Yep. And so you eat the house. That's the rabbit. You might be able to hear him in the background. And here's the note. Or a note. Ooh, who knows what it says?
I do.
Oh.
But still, think backwards. You would think reverse the name anyways.
Yes.
Backwards, you would think, see this clue first and then get the answer to the puzzle.
Oh,
before.
that's what they mean.
Game backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, play the game backwards.
Oh, I can smell someone tasty in my house.
Don't start that. So I like to do this part on normal just because I'm paranoid. But dinner, yum. Yum in brackets. Parentheses, yum.
For dinner, yum.
I think if you get too close to the witch, she like turns around and kills you and ends your game or whatever. But anyways, so if you...
Because you're interrupting her twerking?
Yep, exactly. she's got a dance competition to get ready for. So
that's a lot of Running Man.
So if you eat the house and she's not in the house like it happened to us, it'll just say you won't see anything. But if you eat the house and it says I hear someone eating my house, that means she's actually in here, and you have to leave the screen and come back and try again until she's not in the house. The other thing she can be doing is flying around.
It's a Donkey
trying
Kong
to
barrel.
Anyways. So now we have everything we need to actually do our quest. Remember those 3 magic items we were supposed to get? Well, now it's time to start getting them.
Okay.
Look at this fertile soil.
Oh.
Bloop.
Right. Yeah, that was fast.
That's very fast. But I mean, it's a magic beanstalk.
That's how it can grow 5 feet outside of the fertile soil.
Yes. Don't question me. So.
Whoa! You are heavier than I thought.
Yep. Gravity is a little higher on this planet. So yeah, falling off of the beanstalk on this screen is fine. But if you're gonna climb, I recommend a slightly slower speed. So I switched to normal.
Oh, you actually have to navigate your way up the beanstalk.
Because if you fall off in any other screen,
that's a lot of somersaults.
yeah,
Ew.
you die.
Flattened. Gravity just got
A lot higher.
stronger.
Right? It's very high. Anyways, so this, what you want to do is kind of inch your way up. I think the idea is you keep your belt over where on the beanstalk you want to be. Like you see his little belt, you kind of keep it on top of like the area of the beanstalk that actually looks climbable.
Yep.
But what you're not seeing is that basically every time Sir Graham here stops, I am editing out a save and maybe a number of reloads. Because I'll move an inch and fall to my death. So I reload and try again. Yeah, basically it's ridiculous. This is that's called save scumming for the people who don't know, but that's like the most ridiculous part of this game. Once you're on this screen, you can just press up and you're done. But oh my goodness, that part is the part of the game I hate the most. So here's a little bit of there's the stuff you missed. But now we're up in the clouds, on the land in the clouds. The Cloudlands in the...
Yeah.
Yep. That wasn't a problem of scale. That man actually is a giant. He's not just drawn poorly big.
Paint. Oh, hole. Bling.
Get sling. Yeah. So there's actually a few ways
Are
to
we
deal.
gonna do? I have this guy.
Nope.
Oh.
There are a few ways to deal with the giant, and one of them is to use the sling in David and Goliath style, but you don't get as many points as if you just let him fall asleep. The easiest way to fall asleep is to slip on your magic ring and turn invisible and let him fall asleep, but then you lose the points for having the ring. So if you want to get the maximum points, you hide behind this tree. And he can't get you. Whoa, hide behind the tree. There we go. And then he can't get you.
Myself.
Stop playing the fiddle. And then
I can't. It's just so lovely.
I
The
know,
fidola.
the fidola. So now
Is he exploding slowly?
Yes, very slowly exploding, but just his mouth in a snore. So we get the chest, and that's the first of the magic dealies.
That's the worst snore ever.
I know. It's super early sound. What do you want it to sound like?
Yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is not the worst sound you're going to hear, by the way. Incidentally, if we could not guess the gnome's name correctly, he would give us a key, which lets us into this staircase, which is another way to get up to the giant thing. But again, we get less points for it, but we can still complete the game. Oh, and you actually have to type a command to swim, or there's a hotkey for it, but I forgot that there was a hotkey for it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you cut the rope with?
The dagger.
Oh, the dagger.
The dagger that our friend here has been telling us to stab everybody with.
You could have used the axe if you had one.
If we had one. So
Suddenly,
here,
the well fills with a delicious-looking stew.
I like to turn it to normal because there's a few things. Phil.
Phil, blah, 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 blah.
There's a few things that you need to do really quickly in succession here, because if you swim in place too long in the well, you drown. But we want to fill the bucket and then dive, and if you spend too much time swimming down here, you drown.
There's an airlock at the door, I guess.
They sort of hand wave that.
That is some... apparently the dragon is a semi-automatic.
Yeah, that's the worst sound you're going to hear.
Or he's just swearing all the time.
So, he's protecting the mirror, which is the second dealie we need. So let's turn him back to normal so he stops making too much noise.
The mirror's that gray thing?
The
blue?
gray and blue thing. I think he's not that tough. Let's just... Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the animation.
Sweet dreams, kids. Yeah. So instead, let's not do that.
Okay.
But we did just fill a bucket full of water, so...
Stab dragon. Oh. If you had an axe, you could cut his head off.
Listen. We don't have an axe.
Show carrot to dragon.
Well, then he'd follow us, and then I don't know. He doesn't swim too well. So he's embarrassed, and he just leaves.
All right.
But, yeah, we get the mirror, and that's the second of 2 treasures that we need.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Get mirror.
And you can even look at the mirror. Look at it.
Oh.
It's a mirror.
Oh, you're a vampire.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it showed us with the crown,
deep.
so... Yeah.
Could you tell?
Yep.
Breath.
Yep. Ah! I think
He's
just
a much faster
floating.
swimmer upwards.
Yep. Well, I mean, swimming upwards
So
is easier because you're fighting gravity.
You can't follow the dragon?
Drop
I
walnut in to make wish.
didn't try. But anyway, we were here before, and there was an eagle. We want there to be an eagle again. Also, not too much vertical leap on Sir Graham here. What?
Whoa. Where could... That's two, I guess.
Could be anywhere. Could be a couple screens over.
I'm in the hole. Oh, no. Oh.
Ouch.
Missed it by that much.
Yep. Yes. But we're just on the other side of this river. The castle is still in the background there.
There's a river again.
We can't go north here, but north of here is the moat with the alligators, not crocodiles. So if you want to know where on the map we are, that's where we are.
You can see the castle right there.
Yeah, I know. It's good
How
to be
about some of
ours.
that delicious pink plus fruit?
Our noggin is taking a real beating today.
What the?
Yeah. Look, it's a rat.
Small, greedy eye.
Again, he's not that tough. Let's just...
Stab rat!
I don't understand stab. But this is what we need the cheese for. Things are really wrapping up. We're getting real close to the end here. Whoa, good. That was close. He magically merges with the wall.
Just so they didn't have to draw anything else?
Basically. And the leprechauns, four-leaf clover. So they don't care that we're here. But also, we don't just want them to not bother us. We want them to leave. So we're going to play the fiddle.
The fiddle is a helicopter as well?
Basically, yes. And then the king is like, oh no, well, see you later.
King
He's just like, peace out. This is stupid.
Bye-bye.
I don't want to be in a Sierra game. And we didn't have to take the scepter because it's not crucial to the quest, but we're gonna, because why not?
It's there.
It's there. Anything that is... This is essentially going to be our kingdom anyway, so everything belongs to us already. So
Titanium shield.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. This is a pretty advanced medieval country.
Yeah.
Wait, you put it in your pocket?
Yeah. The
Ooh.
mirror and the scepter, everything is in our pockets.
Your pockets are TARDISes too.
Yep. Look, a hole.
The outside world.
Well, you might think we could just crawl, but we can't.
Shimmy.
Oh.
Scoot. But no, the answer, of course, is to eat a mushroom.
Naturally.
Oh, you're back to your original size.
Yep,
What?
it lasts exactly one mouse hole. And we've got all three treasures now, so we can navigate the landscape. We can make it to the castle. That's it. We're done. We
You
have...
should be able to walk across that river.
Well, it's dangerous.
Oh.
And then the odd
Snappa.
geometries of the bridge behind us, we can once again open the door.
Later.
Yep.
Ping,
You're good.
ping.
They're going to be our crocodile
Phil,
alligators soon.
Hey, Greg.
Yep. Last thing we got to do is turn the speed to normal so that we can enjoy the ending cutscene, and then bow, and that's it. We've won the game.
That scene's going to be so realistic. Oh,
And
the
we get-
hat. Oh,
And we get
nice.
159 out of 158 points.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
bad math.
Yeah.
What was the extra point for?
Not using the ring, I think. I don't really know. He's just like, da 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 da. Whoa, no.
He's just doing the moonwalk.
Oh.
Whoop, 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 boom.
Oh, now he's planking.
From the senseless, lifeless body. My kingdom is now yours. This is the story Graham tells other people because no one else is in the room. This is really what the dagger is for. He shanked the king and... Oh no, he told me that I'm the king now. And there you go, maximum points.
There we have it.
Yes.
Paul Ackerman. That's a good name.
Yes.
Well, this is much further than I ever managed to get in this game.
I didn't get this
Much
far
further
without a
than I
guide.
did.
Let me be perfectly clear. I did not complete the game myself.
Further than I ever had the patience to get.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the end of Let's Play King's Quest numero uno. El Cuesto por el Crowno. I played the Spanish version. But then it sort of hangs on this screen here. Well, we're the king now.
So
King of Sierra Leone.
Also, does anyone want these huge piles of wood on either side?
So yeah, there's that's DOSBox. That's where your save and load screen. You can still get into the inventory. I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out how to end the game, and I'm like, I get.
Oh, we still have a walnut.
Yep, we still have. Because remember, we went back in time so that the dwarf wouldn't steal it.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
So yeah, you can look at your stuff in the inventory.
It's diamonds.
And then I found the help screen, which tells us where the that turning sound on and off. Here's the help screen that tells us our hotkeys. So there is jumping, there's swimming, there's also ducking, which looks like this.
Would that have got you through the rat hole?
No, ducking has literally no purpose. And if you wanted to see what jumping looks like up close,
There's no reason to do that now.
There's no reason to do anything now. Quit.
Reason to do that ever. Your kingdom has no people in it.
Enjoy being king.